This video is brought to you by Grandeur Warranty, your #1 online source for factory-backed extended warranties in the country. Can you guess which vehicle I'm sitting in? Let me start it up again. Oh yeah, you can probably tell this is a Hellcat, and it's also basically the return of the SRT division of Stellantis, high performance vehicles. And I think this particular one I'm sitting in right now is the cure for the current world of semi-autonomous driving, of the world of kind of overbearing technology, maybe electrified vehicles, and the rest. In this video, I want to show this to you, take it for a first drive, and it's also very special. This is the 2026 Dodge Durango Hellcat Jailbreak Edition. Yep, so it's supercharged. It's got 710 horsepower, but the Jailbreak Edition means that you could select up to about 7 million different option color combinations. This one is in this octane red with these nice stripes. Looks pretty sinister. It's got these special wheels, and you could also customize any colors of badging, interior combinations, wheels, even your own paint. If you can call Dodge and kind of work it out with them, you can actually have a unique paint job. Let me know in the comments below, what would be your unique paint job you would do for this. I actually am not in love with this particular combination. I would do it with a hydro blue Stellantis color with white stripes and also maybe polished wheels. Not chrome wheels, just not this dark finish on the wheels. So let me know in the comments below, how would you configure your Durango Hellcat Jailbreak Edition? And also, the price is not insane. At the end of this video, I'll tell you what the price is. And it's not six figures, I can tell you that. So it's a vehicle with a ton of power in which you can have a ton of fun. And this one in particular is also quite a unique build, because technically a Durango, which is built in Michigan alongside the Grand Cherokee, is a 6-person or a 7-person vehicle with third row of seats. This one doesn't have that. These seats still tumble down, but here where the third row would be is just a little bit of storage. Aha, you could put maybe your laptop carrying case, a small bag in there. And here, very simple controls. Physical buttons for the heated seat. You've got your 115 volt outlet, 150 volts, vents, and USB-A, not USB-C connectors. But another thing about this Durango, this generation of the Durango is basically now 15 years old. A little bit older than how long I've been in this industry. So that's pretty insane. Let's take a look at the engine really quick and let's take it for a drive. I'll also show you all of the configurations you can do, different drive modes. And if you just had a question about it, it said supercharged right there, 1,150 pounds of payload. So this, as it sits, it just weighs just under 6,000 pounds, which is a bit hefty. Oh, but under this lightweight hood with functional vents and hood scoops, thank you. 6.2 liter Hemi V8 with a supercharger on top, 710 horsepower and 645 pound-feet of torque, and it's made it to an 8-speed automatic transmission. It's still an amazing combo. And we were thinking V8 engines are gone, Hellcats are no more. Well, they're alive and well, because the rumored Ram TRX Hellcat is still coming, and maybe even some other vehicles. We'll see. The Durango is supposed to be redesigned for 2029 model year in a couple years. So we don't know what's gonna happen exactly. Let me fire this up again, so you can kind of tell what I'm doing. I'm in Death Valley, by the way. This is Furnace Creek, and it's November, and it's about 79 degrees Fahrenheit, as you can see right there. I just drove here from Vegas, 117 miles. I got 18.3 mpg on the highway, and I've been sitting and idling here for a while. So if you're not pushing it, it's decent efficiency. But if you're driving it in town a little bit aggressively, yeah, you're not gonna have good fuel efficiency. I'm also gonna road trip it to Denver, Colorado, so I'll tell you kind of a little bit more officially what's going on. But look at this, physical knobs and buttons. Yes, ventilated seats, heated steering wheel, actual physical buttons for the climate control system, and volume knob and tuning knob and vent knob. And I have these switches here as well, launch control and modes. So I don't know, it cannot be any simpler than this. This has track mode, sport mode, auto, snow, tow, custom, and eco. But who cares about eco, right? So I'm gonna be, well, in launch control mode. If I wanted to do, mode cannot change while launch control is open. Okay, that's fine. Just to have some fun, I can do that. Must be in first gear. Also, I'll kind of disable launch control mode for now. Also, this has a 0 to 60 meter. So it does have, I think, thoughtful technology. It's right there. Just don't look at the times, because that's not really official. This is a brand new vehicle that hasn't had a chance to stretch its legs yet. So it has thoughtful technology. It doesn't have any lane keep assistance. It has no adaptive cruise control. So simple, very simple. It has paddle shifters. It's got buttons on the back of the steering wheel. Such a pleasure to control. It has a navigation system, although at times it is a little bit slowish. You've got all your gauges, all your timers, your G-force meter, vehicle dynamics. That's all nice. Your navigation system. Of course, you can pair your phone to this as well. And then here we go. A little bit of navigation. And yeah, this system, I can see it's a little bit outdated. If I put it in reverse, I can also tell that the resolution of the reverse camera is not great, just a little bit poor, but still it's there. And it's available for sale right now, just not in every state yet. I'll explain it in a second. Let me buckle in, let's go for a drive. And no matter which car or truck you have, if you plan on keeping it for a longer period of time, you should check out GrangerWarranty.com. Use the link in the description below. Granger Warranty is one of the best sellers of factory-backed extended warranties across the country, and you could save some money while doing it, about $1,000 on average. And you don't have to buy it immediately when you buy a brand new vehicle. You could wait a little bit and then get that warranty. And when your truck needs service, you can be sure that they're using certified components, OEM quality stuff, and the work is done at a certified facility or a dealership anywhere across the country. Whammo. I am in the driver's seat. I'm gonna buckle in and go for a little drive. So here's what I mean, the cure for the modern technology-laden, maybe even a cure for the electric car. What I mean by that is this Durango Hellcat has effortless power. When you press on an accelerator, it just goes. It's like an electric car, except it makes wonderful noises. So let me kind of show you what I mean. I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna click my launch control button, apply full throttle. and there was violence. I don't know, I couldn't even talk to you. And outside, I don't know, I probably woke up half this campground that's like a mile away. So that's kind of what I mean. Insane engine. It just goes. On the highway, I'm gonna pull onto the highway right now. Just apply a little bit of throttle, bam, you're at speed limit within a few seconds. That was unofficially, according to this, 4.4 seconds 0 to 60 on a very, very dusty desert road, and the engine overpowered my brakes. When I was sitting there, when my brake pressed basically full on, the engine started sliding the car forward on the dust. So not an official time, but a ton of fun. And I was thinking about this, driving at 100 miles over here, is that there was no dings or bongs. It didn't remind me that I wasn't paying attention, because I was. It wasn't reminding me that I crossed, maybe a white line on my right or a double yellow, because I wasn't crossing anything. Or if I was, there was some, obstacle on the highway. There was a bit of trash that I went around. So, I hope you can hear that. There's a supercharger whine that's kind of unique to the Hellcat. There's an amazing exhaust note behind. And this is factory. But, like I told you, this is not available for sale everywhere. What's the deal with that? Well, when they first announced the Jailbreak for 2026, and of course the Hellcat Durango, by the way, which starts at $79,995 before destination charges, and destination is $1995, so it's about 82 grand. Oh yes. When they announced it, they said, or there was a rumor saying that it's not going to be available for sale in all states. I asked Dodge about this, so here's the latest. The CARB states, the 17 states that follow California Air Resources Board emissions regulations, you cannot, or that was the information from a couple months ago, you wouldn't be able to buy this Hellcat Durango from in those states, which is about 44% of the country's population, which is insanely big. But they've been working one by one, and the latest update is that they've made this okay with 10 of those 17 states. 7 states are still left. Colorado, where I'm from, you will now able to buy this Hellcat Durango and any Jailbreak edition, of course. So that's really good news that the Dodge is still working. Of course, there may be some sort of fee, gas guzzler fee or something else going on, but the point is it's still accessible to a lot of people. And they said they're not done yet. They're going to be working until this hopefully is available for sale in all 50 states, which I think they could do. I mean, it's important to their business, and of course it's important to a lot of the customers. So the one I'm sitting in right now has about $4,000 of options. The Jailbreak costs you a little money, about $600. And Jailbreak is a unique thing because it basically opens up any combination of any color seat belt, color seat, exterior color option, towing package, no towing package, 3-row, 2-row, etc. Up to 7 million combinations with the latest blue color that they just introduced just in early November when I'm filming this video. And so the one I'm sitting in is about $86,900. So this is not even $100K that a lot of people kind of are, a little worried about, because that's kind of an insanely big step in price. This is well under that, and hopefully dealerships are not going to be charging any sort of upcharges or market adjustments on this, because I'm hoping, there's going to be plenty of supply. They're built in Michigan, so hopefully there's going to be plenty of supply of these vehicles, so anybody who wants one will be able to buy one in a reasonable way. So that's my first drive of the new 2026 Durango Hellcat Jailbreak edition. Thanks for joining me. I'll see you in the next one. And also stay tuned for a lot of coverage from the 2025 SEMA show, because Case, Roman, and I are right here in Las Vegas at the SEMA show, and we will bring you all the latest news, views, and reviews. Check it out at nulltfl.com because it's going to be on a variety of our channels. Thanks for joining me. I'll see you soon.